मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपको? Not gone live yet? Well, it's like we are live. No, we are not live. मेरी आवाज आ रही है? We are live. Perfect. Am I perfectly audible, guys? Just, just confirm if I'm perfectly audible. कैसे हो? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? We're gonna do Leetcode Weekly Contest 280 contest discussion. Super good news. We got a sponsor. Got a sponsor for the stream. कौन सी क्रीम लगा ली? ये कौन सा क्रीम? कोई क्रीम लग रहा है क्या? I look fresh, isn't it? Q2 ultra tricky. I think Q2 was a good question. Even the Q3 I found it to be a very good question. Q4 was very. I loved solving Q4. गोरा लग रहा है आज. Actually, I increased the bit rate to 3000. So इसलिए better. Yeah, I'm here for your singing. QR code Angela, I'll definitely say. Good enough. Solve 3 out of. Okay. How many of you? How much did you solve? How much did you solve, guys? To get started, let's get started with the first problem, and then we will have a bit of sponsor break for a couple of minutes, and then we will go to the next question. So, okay, so here's the first question, which is count operations to obtain 0. Okay, so I've given you the first question. Please read the first question, then we will get started. Okay. Let's get started with the first question super quick, because I'm assuming a lot of people would have done the first question. Let's read the first question. Visible, hai na? Visible. So basically, what does the question states? The question states are given two negative integers, num1 and num2. In one operation, if num1 is greater than equal to num2, then subtract num2 from num1, and otherwise you subtract the opposite. Like, let's take an example. If 5 is there and there is 4, so you basically do 5 minus 4, and num1 will become 1. So 5 minus 4 becomes 1, right? And at the next step, you do 4 minus 1, so this becomes 3. Next step, you do 3 minus 1, it becomes 2. Next step, you do 2 minus 1, it becomes 1. Next step, 1, 1, so this will become 0, or this will become 0, doesn't matter. So they say, return the number of operations, return the number of operations required to make either the num1 to be 0 or the num2 to be 0. Let's take an example. Num1 is given as 2, num3 is given as 3. So after the first operation, this will be 1, correct? After the next operation, this will become 1. After the next operation, one of them will become 0. So in 3 operations, you were able to make num1 equal to 2 and num2 equal to 3 as zeros. Make sense? UQ. Hey, that's super quick. UQ from everyone. Super quick. Let's make that super quick. UQ, please. Can I have a UQ from everyone that you have understood this, right? Coding Ninja, I was pretty tired yesterday. So I did not take this. थोड़ा सा tired था. मुझे को तो पैसे मिलते हैं, मैं तो ले लेता. I was a bit tired. Okay, UQ from everyone, right? So very simple. Very simple. You're given num1, num2. I don't need to even explain this. I get something like while just make sure you keep on counting till num1 and then num2. Oh, as the problem states, if num1 is greater than equal to num2, then you can do num2 minus equal to num1, else, rather num1 minus equal to num2 as the opposite. So whatever the problem states, just make sure you write this, num2 minus equal to num1, and do a counter plus plus. And at the end of the day, you can return a count. So very simple problem. That's why I did not get into the focus. Very simple, very standard problem. Super. UQ means, for everyone new out here, UQ is basically an understood question. UQ is basically an understood question. I'll just give a super quick run to this. And yeah, it is accepted. Accept. Perfect. US from everyone. US from everyone. Let's have a like target of 500. Sorry, 2000 was the previous one. Yesterday I think we did 1800 likes for the previous stream. So let's take the likes to around 1000 till we stream. Let's have a streaming like till TLEQ dega the numbers. If you see, it's just 10 to the power 5. So even if you subtract 1, 1, 1, 1, it's gonna take 10 to the power 5 at max time. Basically, till just keep subtracting. Till one of them becomes zero. So that's the criteria. You just keep on subtracting till one of them becomes zero. And the moment one of them becomes zero, you stop. Okay, makes sense, everyone? Perfect, superb. Can we do this in a big of one? I'm not sure if you can do this in big of one because the numbers will vary. So I don't think. So perfect, everyone has understood this. 400 watching and 200 likes. Come on, 400 likes kar dete hain. Okay, big go of like the worst case can be even if I give you something like 10 to the power 5, and even if I give you something like 1, what you end up doing is you subtract 1, 1, 1, 1. So at the worst case, it can go up to big O of 10 to the power 5 number of steps. Because if a number is given as 10 to the power 5, then you'll be like 10 to the power 5 minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. You keep on doing. So at max, the number of operations will be big O of 10 to the power 5. So why will that give you TLE? Make sense? Right? समझ में आ गया? Is that clear to everyone? Okay, perfect. So that was the first problem for other people out. So everyone has done num modulo num2. Yeah, you can do it. It's same. Even if you do num modulo, it's the same one. Worst case पे same जाएगा Lalit. So I did not go. So yeah, quite simple enough. I'll take the next problem and try to solve it. ये क्या हो गया? Download किसको हो रहा है भाई तू? Download. Okay, so here's the next question, which is 2170 minimum operations to make the array alternating. Before this, I'll just quickly take a sponsor break. वैसे काफी अच्छा sponsor है. Like I did love the concept. So I'll just take you. So there's a link. Super quick sponsor break. So there's a link over there. You can see on the text or even in the description. एक है text please बोल के. So it's a wonderful app or extension, whatever you can call it. So this is the extension that I'm using. Like अगर आपको दिख रहा होगा, this is the extension that I'm using, right? So ये वाला जो extension है, this is basically the text plays. What is the advantage of using this text extension? So let me just open up this text extension for you. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly open go to the dashboard. Well, let me tell you what is this text blaze all about. Now what happens is a lot of time you repeat text, ठीक है? Skip नहीं कर सकते. अगर skip करना है तो आप छोड़ दो. थोड़ा सा 2 minute you have to listen for this. Okay. So what happens over here is you can have custom text pre-written, because a lot of times what happens is we write emails, we write cold emails to recruiters, we write cold messages to LinkedIn guys. There's a lot of text repetition we do, right? So what do? You basically copy then paste. So instead of that, what TextBlaze has done is they have created an extension. Okay. Now for an example, over here I have this extension as \DP series. Now whenever I upload a video on DP, dynamic programming, so I have to put it into the description. So what I do is I don't write it, like I don't go and copy somewhere. What I do is I write this DP series. Here it comes. Did you see? What did I write? As DP series. Here it comes. Let's assume I'm taking the next stream, like the Leetcode stream, ठीक है? तो Leetcode stream कर रहा तो मैं लिखूंगा LC stream आ गया. तो मुझे हर दिन I don't have to bring out descriptions every day and copy paste, because copy pasting is a very voice is not clear. I think it should be clear now. Because copy pasting is a very hectic job. So what you can do is you can create your kind of templates. It can be anything, right? It can be anything, any templates you can create. Like for an example, I have templates as something like I use my dad's bank account a lot to take my YouTube income and everything. So I have something like dad account every time ready. So you can definitely use this, and you don't need to download any heavy app or anything. There's a link. You can just go over there. You can use the Chrome extension from there, and there's a lot of other features that you can check it out. And so guys, there's a link. Make sure you check this out. Yeah. check कर लेना. There's a link. At least make sure you click that across so that you can check it. Okay. But Baki, let's come back to the question. Okay, so it's a very good one. Like you can definitely use this text blaze for cold emails. Like you can just write cold emails. Yeah, it is free. It is free. Like text blaze is going to be every day free. Pura हमेशा, like it's going to be free for every day. Like I have a lot of mails, cold emails. Like promo के लिए I read a mail, S sequence के लिए, reply के लिए I read a mail. I have LC stream, CN stream. I have a lot of mails. So this you can do again. You can put them into folders as well. So there's a lot of other things that you can do. So for that, what we have done is we have just made sure we have written an article. So in case you just want to know more, you can just go to Text Blaze and you can just read the article and you will get across everything. ठीक है, Google Chrome extension है, सब कुछ है. You will get everything. Also, you can have your team collaborate with yourself. So you don't need to be like ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि you can just single-handedly use. Yeah, it's absolutely free. As I said, Text Blaze is absolutely free. But yeah, there are some pro features which the software engineers use, but you don't require them. You can definitely use this particular stuff. And even if like if you want to take a subscription, it's I think $2.99 a month, which is around 200 rupees per month. If you want to take it, so there's a link in the description. You can definitely check it out. Okay, cool. That was about the promotion part. Yeah, even if you're chatting and you want to write something repeatedly, you can use this extension. Like for an example, LC stream. That's it. Yeah, it works on the extension. So कहीं भी chat कर रहे हो, like YouTube chats पे भी you can create an extension and you can just put across the same text every time instead of copy pasting, copy pasting. So wonderful one. Cool. Next one. Count operations to obtain zero. Here's the back to the question. Thanks, but Control plus Control V works. That's fine, but you have to go somewhere and Control C, Control V. So like I use this extension from a very long time. You can also use this if you want. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so how many of you were able to do this? You place for the code template. Ah, nice. Now you can use the segmentary code over there, and then you can use just hash segmentary and aa jayega fatafat. So let's go to the next. So here's the question. Count operations. This is the next. Okay, sorry. My bad. Here's the next question. Minimum operations to make the array order. Spam करने वालों के लिए सही चीज है. हाँ, like they'll just spam without copy paste. Okay, here's the question. Please read it and then we will get started. For everyone who has a problem with promotion, don't watch my videos. Dude, if I'm giving 1 hour or 1.5 hours for a stream, if I'm getting a sponsorship, I'll learn. If you have any problem, there's a super chat option. Feel free to super chat. Anyone who has a problem, feel free to super chat. Cool. Let's get across to the next question. I'll give you a couple of minutes to read this. You can use recursion. Not sure why. Not sure why will you use recursion. Watched on YouTube. Okay. This is a good question, actually. This is a very good question. बहुत क्वेश्चन नहीं हो पा रहा है, क्या करे? बहुत क्वेश्चन करो और क्या करोगे? Yeah, you can use recursion in the first question as well. Let's have the quick time play. Let's explain the question. My iPad not detected. चले भाई iPad. Why is the iPad not detected? The iPad is the iPad on screen. The iPad on. Okay, let's understand the question. So what does the question state? The question states, I'll just write the conditions. The question states nums I minus 2 is equal to nums of I. Okay. And the second position is nums. Yeah, I'll switch to iPad. Wait, I'm writing the test cases. I'll switch to iPad after this. Okay, so these are the couple of conditions. So these are the couple of conditions. The first condition is stating that you'll be given a nums array and you need to make sure these two conditions are met. For an example, like if I take this 3 1 3 2 4 3. Okay, so if I take this example, what are they saying? Nums of I minus 2, right? Nums of I minus 2 should be equal to nums of I. So if you're standing here, this guy should be equivalent to this. And if you're standing with here, this guy should be equivalent to this. If you're standing here, this guy should be equivalent to this. If you're standing here, this guy should be equivalent to this. Okay. And you need to also make sure that none of them are adjacents. Like none of them are adjacent equals. So can I say this? Can I say this? For this guy is responsible. For this guy, because for every I, it is saying it should be equal to I minus 2. So can I say this? Probably I can change this to 3. And this 3, and this 3 are equal now, right? And the other change that I can do is I can change this to 1. So this guy got equal to this. Then I can change this to 1. So this guy got equal to this. Now the change array is 3 1 3 1 3 1. And over here I can say these guys are equal because for every this guy minus 2, for this guy minus 2, for this guy minus 2, for this guy minus 2. So everyone is equal, right? Now is any of the adjacents equal? No. Adjacents different, adjacent different, adjacent different, adjacent different, adjacent different. So all adjacents are different. If all the adjacents are different, how many changes did you did? Now it's satisfying both the conditions. How many changes did you did? You did one change by making this 2 as 1. You did two change by making this 3 as this. You did another change. So the last 3 elements were changed. The minimum number of operations that you need is over here 3. So the question states figure out the number of changes, the minimum number of changes that you need to do. Is this question clear now? Is this question clear now? Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Is this question clear to everyone? Is this question clear to everyone? You please, if you have understood the question, you have to make sure you have to change it in such a way that this works. Okay? Everyone understood? Okay. So something to observe. Okay. So what's the first thing that you observed? So observations, because in order to solve a problem, we have to do observations. What's the first thing that you observed? Okay, so by the way, operations means you can change a number to any number. Whenever I say operation, it means change a given number to any number. Just change a given number to any number. Like there is no stamp that you cannot. You can take any given number and you can change it to any number. Okay? So let's have the first observation. Can I say this? Like if I try to write this again, 313 243, 313 243. Can I say this? This guy was same to this. This guy was same to this. So if I try to write down the indexes, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0th index was same to second index. Second index was same to fourth index. So the 0th index, second index, and the fourth index were same. And similarly, can I write the first index was same to the third index. Third index was same to the fifth index. So can I say 1, 3, 5th index were same? I can definitely say there's absolutely no problem in this. So am I getting a clear visualization that all even index have to be same? Like I just made it same. And all odd index has to be same. All even index have to be same. And similarly, can I say all odd index have to be same? Does that make sense? And at the same time, can I say this? Yes. At the same time, can I say this? That none of them have to be equal. Like if I'm assigning 3 to everyone. So what I'm assigning is at all even, assign an element P. At all odd, assign an element Q. But make sure P is not equivalent to Q. Why? Because they've clearly stated none of the adjacents will be same. None of the adjacents will be the same. So I need to make sure whatever P I assign to all even index, whatever the Q that I assign to all odd index, they should not be similar. Now is this clear? What my thought process is? I will try to assign a single element to every possible or even index and odd index, and after that I'll try. So you know, and you got a thought process now how to approach this problem, right? Take it to 500 likes. Come on, guys. 519 watching. Let's take it to 500 likes. I think we will have 156k subscribers as well. Okay, everyone has understood this. How will you solve this? Any idea? How will you solve this? Okay, so can I say this? At even indexes, what numbers did we have for this example? Let's again write this example: 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3. At even indexes, what all numbers did we have? We had 3 couple of times. We had 4 couple of times. So which number will make more sense to be assigned to the even index? The number that will make more sense to be assigned to the even index, can I say that as 3? Can I say that as 3? And 3 already occurs twice. So if 3 occurs twice, how many even indexes are left? So can I say 3 already occurs twice? So out of n elements, because total there are n elements, this 3 occurs twice, so 2 will go, because at 2 places there will always be 3. Similarly, how many times does 1 occur? 1 occurs once, 2 occurs once, 3 occurs once. Everyone is occurring once. So you can do anything. You can either make this 2, that's also fine. So anyone you can assign. So can I say, if I'm assigning 1, one guy will remain unchanged. Can I say one guy will remain unchanged? So if one guy remains unchanged, can I say n minus 2 minus 1? Because 2 guys will remain 3. One guy can be 2, can be 3, or like whatever you wish to. One guy will remain this. So these guys will be unchanged, but everyone apart from them will get changed. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Make sense to everyone? US to everyone. US to everyone. So, but still there's still a problem. There's still a problem. Can I say this? The problem that I might face is, what if we have something like this? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What if we have an array like this? What about this case? Yes. What about this case? So over here, I can say at even index, 1 appears thrice. Yeah, 1 appears thrice. At odd index, 1 appears thrice. So logically, we can make everyone at the even index to be 1. That makes sense. But at odd index, we cannot make everyone to be 1, can we? Because then adjacents will be equal. So we cannot. Thereby this guy cannot be taken. So we need to make sure either this will happen. Like if, let me write this, you will get this clear. Like first to store all the frequencies. Can I say store all frequencies? Get the number at even index with highest frequency and assume that number to be P. Get the number at odd index with highest frequency. Let the number be q, and the if p is not equal to q, then can I say the answer will be n of frequency of the number p minus the frequency of the number q, because p will still stay the same. Like जितने भी 3's होंगे मैं 3 को छेड़ूंगा नहीं, बाकी को छेड़ के 3 बना दूंगा. जितने भी q होंगे वो q को मैं छेड़ूंगा नहीं, लेकिन बाकी को मैं q बना दूंगा. So can I say if they are not equal, this will be the answer. But if they are, if they are going to be equal, like whichever occurs the maximum number of times they're equal, can I say, then I will be like, okay, then I can be like, okay, n minus frequency of p minus frequency of q, like q, where the q is the second most occurring element at odd, second most occurring, because if they're equal, if both of them are equal, I cannot put them at even and odd. So what my brain will say, okay, एक को सबसे मैक्स ले लेते हैं इवन पे, ऑड को मैक्स ले लेते हैं, ऑड का सेकंड ले लेते हैं जो सबसे सेकंड्स टाइम कर रहा है, क्योंकि पी और क्यू तो बराबर है तो नहीं ले सकते. तो जो क्यू है अब वो सेकंड मोस्ट ऑकरिंग एट ऑड बन गया. अब बोलोगे ड्राइवर तो तुम ऑड पे क्यों लिया सेकंड मैक्स, इवन पे भी तो ले सकते. बोला हाँ, तो मैं बोलूंगा ठीक है, या फिर फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ पी माइनस frequency of q, where q is the most occurring, but p is the second most occurring at this, second most occurring at even. So if they are not equal, let me repeat, you get the guy who occurs maximum number of times at even, and you make other guy that guy. Okay, so obviously this should be the answer if very simple. But if in case p and q appear to be same, then what you will say is, hey listen, okay, let's take a maximum, like the maximum occurring element at even index, let's take the second maximum element, or I do the vice versa. I say take the second maximum at the even and take the maximum at this, and either of these, whichever gives you maximum, will be my answer. Either this or this, whichever gives you my like maximum is my answer. Does that make sense to everyone? US. So in some US, I want a lot of US now, because I went very slow. So please tell me US if you've understood this. Please tell me yes if you've understood this. Come on guys, give me yes. Everyone. So in case of all ones, there will be no second most element. So second maximum है नहीं, तो उसकी frequency 0 है, right? Everyone's understood? Perfect. So second maximum. So if for this case, what I'll do is I have 6 elements, right? So 6 minus at even frequency of 1 ले ले, minus who is the second most, because see, one is occurring thrice at even, one is occurring thrice at odd. So I cannot take one for sure. So frequency of 1 I'll take, and I'll take the second maximum. Only we can say, since all the numbers are greater than 0, we can say 0 to be second maximum. So frequency of 1 is 3. This was 0. 6 minus 3 minus 0, which is 3 changes. Makes sense, because I just need to make sure this is 0, this is 0, and this is 0. And that will be done. Right? Why there is n? Because apart, like total numbers, there are n. The numbers that you will change will be those. Okay? Okay, if everyone has understood this, like anyone who has a problem, go back and watch it. Anyone who has a problem, you can just scroll back and watch. Cool. That's quite simple enough. Like a greedy, this can be called as a greedy algo. So can I say I will keep a frequency of even? Let's keep the frequency as even. Now let's see how much they have given. They're saying all the numbers will be from 1 to 10 to the power 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Perfect. Equal to 0. And I can similarly say frequency of odd 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 equal to 0. Right? And then what I can do is I can just go across where n is basically nums dot size, correct? So can I say this, if I is this, that's a even, so let's increase in the even, and the number is nums of I, right? Else let's increase in the odd, right? And it's nums of I plus plus. Perfect. And what will we do after this? Figure out the first maximum. So imagine the first maximum to be called as 0, and as of now the frequency of first max is 0. Similarly, by the way, first max uneven, frequency of first max uneven. I'm making sure I name the variables in such a way that you understand. That's my main. Okay, first max on, there can be odd, so let's keep it odd. Let's keep this odd. So this is fine. We have perfect. Similarly, we will have couple more for odd, for second max. So we can just write second max. So make sure if you are like the variables that I'm naming are specifically because to understand. Second max at odd. Second max at odd. Okay. So now what I'll do is I will try to go across all the numbers, and since I know that the numbers will start from 1, I can easily start from 1, and like in just to have a better complexity, I can keep the maximum as nums of 0, and over here what I can do is I can say maxi is equal to maxi comma nums of I. So the for loop can just simply go across to maxi and I plus plus. And can I say this that, hey, listen, okay, this is the number. So if so there will be a couple of cases. One is it's greater than this. So if the frequency of I is greater than first max even, very important, is greater than first max even, then what happens is you say, okay, this is greater than the frequency of the first max even. So by the way, frequency hoga ye wala. If it's greater than the first max even, wrong declaration. Where did I wrong declare? You have error at line number 19. Okay, let me see. Frequency of first max odd. First max odd is 0. Frequency of नहीं सही है यार. Second max. What happened? ठीक है. Okay, chill. Line number 22. It's okay, fine. It's fine. So if the first max even is greater, let's copy paste. That's sorry, the frequency will be frequency of even. It's bit इतना ज़्यादा लिखना पड़ रहा है भाई. So you get the frequency of even of I, and you say the number is equal to I. Perfect. Else if, how do you check for second max even? You basically say that, hey, listen, if this is not the case, if this guy is anyhow equal, like greater than the second max even, right? Second max even. So you can take the second max even. If by chance this is greater than second max even, can I see this that, okay, then the frequency of second max even will be equal to frequency of even of I, correct? And at the same time, can I say the first max, second max even will be this number? ठीक है? अरे क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गया? अरे ठीक है वो जब कंपाइल करेंगे तो आ जाएगा. अरे whenever we will compile, we'll see those cases. So this is for odd. Sorry, this is done for this stuff. Similarly, can I write for the odd as well? So make sure you write it for odd as well. So just the change will be odd. Just make sure you change it to odd everywhere. Then change it to odd, 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 odd. Okay. So what I've made sure is I've got the first maximum, I have got the second maximum frequency, second max odd. So yeah, frequency, second max odd. Okay, thank you. So we have already done this. What is the next thing? We just need to make sure the first frequency that we got, first max even, should not be equal to first max odd. If that is okay, then I'll return n minus whatever is the frequency of the first max even minus whatever is the frequency of the first max odd is what I return, or else I return the max of two things. N minus I take the frequency of first max even, oh my bad, minus frequency of second max odd. Perfect. Or else I say, hey listen, N minus I'll take the frequency of the first max odd, and I'll do it for the opposite, which is second max even. Does that make sense? First max odd. So now if I'll line 20 wrong comparison, have I done this? Case frequency of even is greater than second max even. Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. So yeah, this is what we'll do. Now let's pick unknown error. What is this unknown error do? Error क्या आ रहा है भाई? What's the error that I'm getting? Just let me copy paste this. No. If I take small words, then you'll get confused. Anyway, we get an answer on this. Let's take this example as well and see if we are getting an answer over here as 2 as well. So custom test case will be okay. Fine. Let's put this across. Let's see if we're getting the 2 as the answer. Oh, your answer is coming out to be 3. Why did it come out to be 3? Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 2. So apparently have come as 2 as well. Frequency should have been 0. Perfect. First max even. First max odd. Let's what did it give me? If I take biscuit. Oh, my bad. It's a minimum. Yeah, it's a minimum. Oh. Thank you. But minimum के बाद भी 3 आ रहा है, which is should not be the case. The expected answer is coming out to be, your answer is coming out. No, that's perfect. Your answer is okay. So first maximum came out to be 2 over here, came out to be 3 over there. Okay. So apparently it should be, what should be the answer? 5. 5 minus, I can keep this 2 as 2, so that's already twice. And over here I can say, okay, I'll take the 1. I'll take the 1 as the bait. So probably I'll keep the 1 the way 1. Yeah, minimum तो ठीक है. अपने कहीं तो खोचअप किया है, like we did some mess up somewhere. It's frequency of odd of I is greater than frequency of second max odd. So we have done some mistake somewhere probably. We have to check where did we do the mistake. मैं बिस्किट्स खिला दूँ, कहाँ से खिलाऊँ भाई? First max even. Let's take second max odd. So if you're giving an interview, it's always preferred that you write in this way because it's very clear, right? That's why I tend to write like this. Anyways, let's have this quickly check. No, it's else if, right? It's else. Oh, my bad. First, second max will also, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Second max even will also be changed. That's okay. Second max even will become the first max even, and frequency of second max even. Thank you, whoever pointed that out. Second max even will become frequency of first max even. अरे यार क्या दही हो गई ये इधर उधर लिखने में था. Okay, so basically if you're changing the first max, that first max will now become second max. Second max even will become frequency of second max will be frequency of first max. Perfect. Copy paste these couple of lines and this should be fine. So okay, let's make it odd. Thank you whoever pointed that out. Odd. Okay, perfect. I should be fine. भाई डीपी वीडियो जल्दी डालो। अरे भाई पिछला 5 दिन में पूरा मंडे टू फ्राइडे 5 दिन 5 डाला था ब्रो। 5 दिन 5 डाला था ब्रो। मंडे टू फ्राइडे अगेन, नेक्स्ट मंडे टू फ्राइडे आई पुट 5। Wrong answer. Okay, we got an output as 22. Looks like again we did mess up somewhere. 1001 max equal to nums of I. The logic mistake in finding second max element. I probably would have done some mess up. I would have probably done some mess up. So I'm not thinking on the portion, but yeah, there would be some mess up probably on the logic front only. Let me see if I can find this. Otherwise, we'll move to the next question. Okay. Most probably, we would have done some mistakes over here because it was so much of variables. So, okay, let me just quickly see if I get the mistake. Otherwise, we'll move. Okay. Frequency of second max out change हो जाएगा. Second frequency of out अगर इससे ज़्यादा है भी change हो जाएगा. अगर हाँ greater than equal to I'm a shit guy greater than equal to dude greater than equal to wrong. Output came as minus. Okay. Greater than equal to पे नहीं हुआ. ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू पे भी पंगे हो जाएंगे क्योंकि अगर सेकंड मैक्स को ले लेगा ना यही. ओके. फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ इवन ऑफ आई code getting a -1. If I'm writing this, like ideally if there are a couple of guys with first maximum should be fine, right? नहीं, जब equal होगा मतलब if it's greater than the first max even, the first max even will become the second max even and the second max will be the first guy, right? So it should not be a big issue. Like equal to पे issue क्यों आ रहा है, मैं वो सोच रहा हूँ. मैं वो नहीं सोच रहा, मैं एक्चुअली सोच रहा हूँ कि इक्वल टू पे इशू क्यों है. कि फर्स्ट मैक्स इवन तो चेंज आएगा. फ्रीक्वेंसी इवन चेक करा था, फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑड चेक किया. ये वाला पंगा क्यों है? ये तो आने नहीं चाहिए. ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू क्यों होंगे भाई? फर्स्ट मैक्स ये हो जाएगा, फर्स्ट मैक्स इवन ही हो जाएगा, फर्स्ट सेकंड मैक्स इवन हो जाएगा. सेकंड कंडीशन इन चेक द लास्ट लाइन इज करेक्ट. दिस इज शिट यार. इतना ऑड ऑड इवन हुआ ना, मैं दिमाग का दही हो गया. सो मच ऑफ ऑड इवन. अरे odd even man, no logic miss. Logic is correct. Odd even I wrote wrong over here. अरे I wrote wrong over here. Shit. इतना odd even था ना, मेरा दिमाग odd even हो गया. But anyways, just because I wrote odd even, that become much more clear to you, right? I could have written PQ, but it will not make sense. Anyways, has everyone understood this? गलती नहीं था, typo था यार. It's not गलती, typo. Has everyone understood this? Has everyone understood this? Debugging skills are shit, man. Actually, I'm very tired, man. सुबह से क्रिकेट खेल रहा था. Super tired. Yeah, ABC variables, right? The best would have been we would have sorted and taken the first max and second max, isn't it? Resume review, when will it come? एक इंसान क्या करेगा, मतलब कि आपको डेली डीपी के वीडियोस चाहिए, आपको लीड कोड कॉन्टेस्ट चाहिए, आपको सब चाहिए भाई. थोड़ा सा मेहरबानी करो यार. I have a full time job, dude. Everyone understood? Everyone? इंटरव्यू में वो चलाता नहीं है ना, तो people understand. Even if you do typos, it should not be a big issue. In interviews you're more focused, right? You're more focused. You're not speaking and typing like I'm doing and I'm explaining everything. That doesn't happen in interviews. Interviews are more focused and you're just having. यहाँ पे मैं 500 जन 600 जन को बोल पढ़ा के मैं टाइप कर रहा हूँ तो गलती होती है यार. Okay. Yeah, after DP we'll do resume reviews. After DP. Monday to Friday will again be DP videos. Again tomorrow video I'll see. क्योंकि आज तो मैं stream करूँगा तो tomorrow in the morning I'll try to record and I'll put that in the night. ये finding first maximum and second maximum मैं नहीं पढ़ाने वाला. Finding first maximum and second maximum ये articles बहुत सारे होंगे. किसी का भी article आएगा पढ़ लेना. ये नहीं पढ़ाने वाला. I can't teach. Second largest element in an array. Find this yourself. I can't teach this. कुछ भी. ठीक है. Done with the question. Let's move to the next one. अरे मस्ती के लिए क्रिकेट खेलता हूँ, not any profession. Where's the next one? गली क्रिकेट. Not professional, dude. Not professional. It's just gully cricket. The next question. Please read the problem. Again, it's a very good problem. I found this question very. No matter you're a beginner, no matter who you are, I think Leetcode Weekly should be given by everyone. Okay, here's the next question. Second guy, logic. Anyone who wants logic overview, go back and watch. Okay, 2 बार I will not. Book allocation is already done. Book allocation is already done. Okay, let's understand the question. Okay, so let's understand the question. So you're basically given this. Okay? So what does the question state? Given an array, make sure all the non-zero numbers should be equal. Okay. One step equal to -1. Like one step is equal to reducing a number by -1. Like for an example, like it's clearly written over here. One step means reducing a number by -1. For an example, I assume I say, okay, I'll make everyone to be 1. I'll make everyone to be 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1. So 4 will take 3 steps. 1 will take 0 steps. 6 to 1 will take 5 steps. 5 to 1 will take 4 steps. So the total number of steps that over here it takes is 12. So you have to find the steps and you have to minimize this. Yes, you have to minimize. Now there can be other way. So this is one of the possible ways where you make all the non-zero numbers equal because all the non-zero numbers are 1, 1, 1. So every one of them is equal, right? Or you can do something different. I'll be like, okay, fine. What if I make this as 0? That takes me 1 step. After that, I make everyone to be 4. 4, 0, 4, 4. 6 to 4 will take 2 steps. 5 to 4 will take 1 step. And this in total is 4 steps. This in total is 4 steps. Why? Because the question clearly stated, hey, listen, it's a non-zero number. I don't care. 4 is a non-zero number. 4 is a non-zero number. 4 is a non-zero number. All the non-zero numbers are equal. So what I did was I made the 1 to be 0 so that this is no more considered. And then I just took 4 steps to convert the array to be equal. So you need to minimize this number of steps. UQ. UQ, please, if you understood the question. Can I get a UQ from everyone? Uh-huh. UQ from everyone, guys. चैट इतना डिले क्यों? मैं परेशान हो गया ये। यूट्यूब को पता है इस पे काम करना चाहिए। I think they should work on this and they should make this chat वाला stuff कुछ तो इन्हें करना चाहिए। 15 minutes delay, 15 seconds delay is a lot, man. Everyone has understood. How will you solve? Can I say, try always. Try to make every number. Try to make every number to himself. For an example, over here we had 4165. So what I can say is, if I just sort it and write, I'll tell why I sorted it. 1456. If I try to make everyone as 1, I'll repeat. If I try to make everyone as 1, then the number of steps will be 0, 3, 4, 5. That will be the number of steps. If I try to make everyone as 1, and the number of steps will come as 12. So can I say, if I try to make everyone as 1, the number of steps will come out to be 12. Okay? Try to make everyone as 4. If you're trying to make everyone as a 4, tell me, can you make 1 as 4? You cannot. Why? Because the steps state minus equal to 1. The steps state minus equal to 1, right? So can I say I have to make this 0? There is no other option. If I'm trying to make everyone as 4, I have to make this as 0. Perfect. So this will take 0 steps. This will take 1 step. This will take 2 steps. Sorry. And this will take 1 step. So in total, there will be 4 steps if I try to convert everyone to 4, because before these, I have to make everyone as 0. Okay, makes sense? So 4, I can say, if I try to make everyone as 4, the number of steps will be 4. If I try to make everyone as 5, this will go to zeros. So this will take 1 step, this will take 4 steps, this will take 0 step, this will take 1 step. If I try to make everyone as 5, the number of steps will be 6. If I try to make everyone as 6, this has to be reduced to 0, which will take 5 steps. Has to reduce to 0, which will take 4 steps. Has to reduce to 0, which will take 1 step. And this will take 0 step. 4 plus 5 plus 1. So if I try to make everyone as 6, the number of steps will be 10. So what is the logical answer? Make everyone as 4, because that will take 4 steps. So can I say, if I'm making everyone as 4, so everyone greater than equal to 4 will be made into 4. Everyone smaller than equal to 4 will be made into 0. Can I say this? If I'm making everyone as 4, everyone greater than equal to 4 will be made into 4. Everyone smaller than 4 will be made into 0. Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree, everyone? Does everyone agree? US. So logically, that's my solution. And I'll try to make a very common intuition. सबको बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे, जो मिनिमम होगा वो आंसर होगा. Very logical intuition. I'll try to make everyone to everyone, and then whoever is minimum, that will be my answer. Very logical. Binary search क्यों use करेंगे? Binary search you can't. Can you use binary search? Let me think. And login. Probably you can use binary search as well. It's a good one. Yeah, you can use binary search. But for me, this one did come to my mind first. Can you use binary search? Let me think. Yeah, you can. You can use binary. You can. Then you have to figure out if the numbers are lesser. You have to just count. Yeah, binary search will work. Binary search will work. This is much easier. That's why I did not talk about binary search. Perfect. Everyone's understood. So can I say? Let's take this example only. 1456. The summation initially, the summation is 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 5. Summation initially is 16. Summation initially is 16. Correct. Can I say, if I'm standing over here, this 4, everyone will become 4. Everyone will become 4. And eventually, at the end, the array will be 0, 4, 4, 4. Eventually at the end, the array will be 0, 4, 4, 4. Initially it was 1, 4, 5, 6. Summation is now 12. Summation is 12. So can I say the change is 16 minus 12 equal to 4? Can I? I can. Can I say this is nothing but initial sum, and this is nothing but if you are standing at index 0, 1, 2, 3. If you are standing at index 1, how many elements will become, because n is over here 4, how many elements will become 4? Everyone to the right of 4. Why? I told you everyone greater than equal to 4 will be 4. And this is the reason I sorted it. This is the reason I sorted it. Okay? यही reason था मैं sort किया, so that I can easily understand how many numbers are greater than equal to 4. And I easily understood that, hey, listen, if you are standing here, the number of numbers greater than 4 will be 3. The number of numbers greater than 4 will be 3. So thereby, can I say if 3 numbers go as 4, so can I write this as sum minus n minus I. Why n minus I? What is n? N is 4. I is 1. 4 minus 1 is 3 numbers, and that is the number of numbers. So n minus I into a of I. So minimum across all i's. आ गया? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about binary search, but I think you can. Then you have to manually count. I'm not sure why you can't. Like for me, I think you can use. I have to still try, but binary search, I don't think it's a wrong solution. I'm not sure if anyone has done this, but can I get in US if you understood the solution? Very simple. US. If I understood the solution. US. How will we understand that we will reduce the element into one particular element value? Isn't that obvious? Because the question clearly states that you have to make everyone equal. If everyone has to be equal, then you have to try to make it to someone, right? It's very intuitive. पतिश नहीं समझ में आया अच्छे से? एक बार पीछे जाकर देख ले प्रतिश, ठीक है? बाकी लोगों को नहीं आया तो मैं बता दूं. देख मैंने कुछ नहीं किया प्रतिश. मेरे को क्या पता है? मेरे को इधर सबको 1 बनाना है. तो मेरे को एक चीज पता है. Initially the summation was 16. Okay? Initially the summation was 16. So if I'm trying to make everyone as 1, for an example, then the summation will become 4. So can I say 16 minus 4, 12 will be the change. Why will 12 be the change? अरे common sense. कितना change हुआ? 0. कितना change हुआ? 3. कितना change हुआ? 4. कितना change हुआ? 5. 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1. What is that? The deduction in sum, na? The deduction in sum, na? So initial sum was 16. Final sum was what? 4. The deduction in sum has been 12. So that will be the change, right? So if you're making everyone as 1 from here, there are 4 elements that go as 1. So you can easily do 4 into 1 and you get the number elements 4, right? So similarly, if you're like 1, 4, 5, 6, right? And you make everyone as 4, you know, there'll be 4 elements will go as 4 and this will go as 0. So the new summation is very simple. 3 elements. So 3 elements, which is nothing but n minus I to get how many numbers into you're making everyone as 4. So this will be the new sum. So if this is the new sum, the deduction is definitely 16. Initial sum ये था, नया sum ये है. घटेगा क्यों sum? क्योंकि तुमने नंबर घटाया ना, नंबर घटाया. तो कितने नंबर घटाए? वो तो 4 नंबर्स घटाए. सिंपल सा बात है ना. सम इसीलिए ना घटेगा. आ गया? Understood everyone? आ गया? Pratish? Okay, everyone's understood. Perfect. What is AI? AI is basically you try out on every A of I. So what numbers did you had? You had 1, 4, 5, 6. First you'll try out on 1, then you'll try out on 4, then you'll try out on 5, then you'll try out on 6. Can you do without sorting? It will become tough because you have to know how many elements are greater than 4. Because without that, how will you be able to do a multiplication? That's why sorting is the good way. Because you'll just easily get it. So can I say, I'll just quickly come up and write the solution. So can I say the answer is initially int max, like the minimal answer, the long, oh yes. And okay, so I've taken it as 1e18. So what I can do is int I equal to 0. So probably I can keep it as int n beans dot size. गला का बैंड बज गया आज मैं क्रिकेट में इतना चिल्लाया हूँ ना. You could feel this. My voice is very low now. So can I say this that okay? Let's the initial sum probably you can just figure this out. Float sum. गला का तो ऐसा बैंड बजा है भाई साहब. Okay, so this is done. By any such you can try. Probably you can read it in discussion. Very मतलब take some answer and you can try it out. I'm not sure, so I'll not try it out on live stream. बाद में कभी देखते हैं. Okay, I equal to 0, I lesser than n हो जाएगा. Okay, cool. So what am I looking? Looking for a minimal answer equal to minimal of answer, comma, what was the formula that I derived? Load sum. N minus I is the number of elements that will be equivalent to A of I. That will be the new sum. So this will be the change, and you just need to run. This should be fine. Fine now, be fine. Pranav, it will work because if it is not present, you always do binary search shrinking because okay, yeah, it's binary search will not work. नहीं binary search will work. तुम operations गिन रहे हो क्या इतने operations में possible नहीं binary search नहीं काम करेगा. How will you do binary search? I'm not sure if you can do binary. Can you do binary search? Let me think. जब numbers पे काम करूंगा but I think binary search नहीं होगा. binary search नहीं होगा क्योंकि तुम्हें पता नहीं है ना कौन से नंबर पे जाना है. तुम ऑपरेशंस पे कर सकते हो बट ऑपरेशंस भी कैसे तुम पता करोगे किस पे जाना है. तो फिर क्या होगा इसका. That's correct. Binary search will not work. Yeah, binary search I think will not work. Uh, that is what I can at least think of. रुको मेरे को ये कोड करने दो फिर मैं. Okay, so this is what I think will be fine. बस यहाँ पे overflow ना हो. Might be an overflow. Hopefully there's there's an overflow. Try to do this with one LL and this is long. Probably this will solve the overflow error. Mm-hmm. Oh, I really hate this. Fine. बाइनरी सर्च इसलिए नहीं चलेगा क्योंकि जब आप ऑपरेशंस पे करोगे तो आपको पता है मुझे इतने ऑपरेशंस का ये मेरा आंसर हो सकता है. बट आप कौन से नंबर पे करना चाहते हो ये कैसे सोचोगे. मतलब ऑपरेशंस आप गिनोगे कैसे. क्योंकि आप बोलोगे चलो मेरा ये आंसर है बट वो आंसर गिनने के लिए आपको एक सारे नंबर्स को कोई एक नंबर में बनाना पड़ेगा. तो वो आप कैसे डिसाइड करोगे बाइनरी सर्च. समझ रहे हो. बाइनरी सर्च में देयर इज नॉट एन ओवरफ्लो राइट. लाइक इफ इट वाज लाइक इसी नंबर पे करना है तो हो सकता है. One NL is basically whenever you multiply long longs just to make sure it doesn't over. Everyone US n log n is the n log n is n log n log n n log n n log n is the solution, guys. Can you just quickly tell me yes if you have understood this? Uh, has everyone understood this? Okay, everyone. Amazon way. This can come out as Amazon. It's a good question. It's not this bad question. Like, it's a good question. not a bad question. Anyways, time to go to the next question. It's an n log in complexity. So go to the next question. Last question for the day. I'll give you some time to read. I'll start with this question. गॉट पोलैंड वीजा नहीं आप बता क्या था वीजा अरे मैंने इंस्टाग्राम पे अपडेट किया था ना लिखा है फेब्रवरी एंड में देख क्यों भगाना है भाई इंडिया में हूँ अच्छा तो अभी इफ आई गो these streams will be very tough for me on Sundays 10 o'clock over here means over there 5 o'clock तो 5 बजे तो मैं शाम को घूमूंगा ही ना बाहर अब यहाँ पे क्या तो मैं शाम को घूम लेता हूँ रात को स्ट्रीम करता हूँ मैं चला गया तो मैं 5 बजे उधर थोड़ी स्ट्रीम मतलब बहुत मुश्किल होगा आई स्टिल ट्राई कि मैं थोड़ा फिर जल्दी करूँगा संडे का दिन होगा तो 4 से 6 का टाइम ट्राई करूँगा फिर मैं 6 बजे बाहर जाऊँगा बट इमेजिन मैं कोई कंट्री घूम रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम तो नहीं करूँगा ना घूमूंगा ना तो जितना दिन मैं इंडिया में हूँ ट्रैक की मैं इंडिया में ही रहूँ दैट्स गुड ना बिकॉज वंस यू स्टार्ट वहाँ फिर मेरे को ऑफिस जाना पड़ेगा राइट बिकॉज वंस आई गो पोलैंड आई हैव टू गो ऑफिस एंड इफ आई गो ऑफिस इट्स लाइक 8 hours तो ऑफिस होता है तो 1 घंटा जाना मतलब आधा घंटा जाना आना एंड whenever you go office you have to get ready it's an another level of tiredness then I'll not be able to make YouTube videos so February 14 का क्या प्लान बैठा हूँ बेल्ला देख it will take time Lalit it will take time you'll get your visas everything takes because of this COVID scenario they are very less numbers like they are very less staff that's why they're taking a lot of time okay let's actually read the question so I'll just try to have some pages over here and then I'll just check. Last question, how many of you were not able to do like how many of you were not able to do it? How many of you were not able to Joshman saying वहाँ पे रात को कर अरे वहाँ पे अगर रात को 10 बजे करूँगा तो यहाँ पे सुबह के 3 बजे होंगे सुबह के 3 बजे कौन देखेगा and I have specifically all the audiences from this okay अनुज भाई ऐसा क्या बोल दिया तुमने रशिया माइट इन्वेट पोलैंड मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है जिसको जिसको इन्वेट करना करने दो अपन तो मत जॉब करके आ जाए See, my main reason for going Poland is I want to visit all the countries of Europe. I just wanted to get into one of the countries so that basically you get a visa, and that visa is for the entire Eastern Union countries. So अगर मुझे कल सैटरडे को मुझे फ्राइडे रात को अचानक मन हुआ सैटरडे सुबह स्विट्जरलैंड जाना है मुझे कुछ नहीं करना मुझे बस फ्लाइट का टिकट करना है मुझे कोई वीज़ा नहीं करना है फ्लाइट का टिकट काटना है ट्रेन पकड़ना है मैं स्विट्जरलैंड पहुंच जाऊँ मुझे जर्मनी जाना है बगल में है मैं चला जाऊँगा पोर्टुगल जाना है बगल में चला जाऊँगा तो दैट्स वाई then you're giving in that the stream will yeah the stream will be there I'll try to take it but if there are 4 Sundays 1 Sunday तो I'll definitely roam around तो एक संडे 2 संडे शायद नहीं वैसे या फिर मंडे ले लूंगा देख लेंगे यार मैनेज कर लेंगे यार चल तो रहा है जिंदगी 2 साल से पढ़ा रहा हूँ मैनेज हो जाएगा ओके let's come back to this so basically what the question states is you will be given an array okay you will be given an array okay you'll be given an array and you'll be given a number slots equal to 3 yeah so can I say this so basically what they're saying is at every slot at max 2 can be assigned at max 2 people can be assigned okay so this number of slots can be anywhere between like this is what, n equal to 6. So this number of slots can be given as big as 12. That is the constraint. It can go as big as 12, but they will give you something. So over here they've given you 3. They have given you 3, but they could have given you 12. But they cannot give you 15. 15 is not allowed. 15 is not allowed under the constraints. So over here they've given you the number of slots as 3. Okay? So there are 3 slots. 1 slot, 2 slot, 3 slot. So there are 3 slots. Okay? Now what they're saying is you have to put elements into the slots. So what I did was I put 1 and 4 over here. And शायद इसके बाद 2 and 6. 2 and 6 over here. इसके बाद 3 and 5. And 3 and 5 over here. Okay. So that's what they will do. So what they will do is they will put everyone over there. Okay. And after this, I think, yeah. After this, what they will do is this one and this one, they will do a AND. Plus 4 and 1. Plus 2 and 2. Plus 6 and 2. Plus 3 and 3. Plus 5 and 3. एंड का साइन भूल चुका मैं. इक्वल टू कितना है उसका आउटपुट? 9. It's 9. So equal to 9. So this has to be maximized or minimized. Maximized. This portion has to be maximized. So num slots cannot be. Num slots cannot be. It's clearly written 2 into num slots. Achha, sorry, num slots is a number. Like num slots cannot be 12 also. It cannot be 12. My bad. It cannot be 12. It can be at max of 6. At max of 6. Whatever n is, it will be at max of 6. Oops, my bad. It can be 2 into number of slots will be greater than equal to 1. It can be anywhere from 3. It can be anywhere from 3 to any number. Any number. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Why 3? Because there are 6 numbers. So in order to put everyone, you need minimum of 3 slots. Because if there are 6 numbers and you're putting 2 to 2, you need minimum of 3 slots. So 3 to any number it can be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoever told me this. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's more about the question. So can I say this, that we have understood it can be from 3 to any number, and for 6 numbers we need a minimum of 3 slots. So what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Because you have to put them into slots in such a way that that they end up like the and plus of this ends up giving you a maximal value. I'm not thinking about bit masking. I don't know bit. मुझे नहीं पता bit masking क्या. मतलब पता है, नहीं पता तो क्या करूँ? So I'll be like, ठीक है. Straight away, what is the first thing that will come to my mind? I'll try to form every possible, because what I did was when I got this problem, I went in and I saw number slots equal to just 9, and n will be like a very, very small number, right? Number slots will be just up till 9. So n will be a very, very small number. If n is a very, very small number, generically what comes to your brain when n is a very, very small number? Brute. Because if what's brute? Try all possibles. Like over here, one of the possibles was 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 5. It could have been 2, 6 over here, 1, 4 over here, 3, 5 over here. It could have been 2, 1 over here. It could have been 3, 4 over here. It could have been 5, 6 over here. Try all possible ways, because try all possibles. That's what I'll do. I'll try all possible. And out of all those possibles, I'll just take it. Okay. Now question comes. Okay, sure. In order to write recurrence, can someone tell me what are the 3 rules that I've taught you in DP series? What are the 3 rules in order to write the recurrence? If you haven't followed our DP series, I think you should definitely, because you're missing out. What are the 3 rules? Express everything in terms of index at first. So what is the index? You have an array, right? You have an array. You pick this element, you say, okay, I'm going to put this into some slot. You pick this element, I'm going to put this into some slot. You pick this element, I'm going to put this into some slot. You pick this element, I'm going to put this into some slot. This element, I'm going to put this into some slot. This element, I'm going to put this into some slot. So I'm like, okay, I know that I have to pick up someone and put it into some slot. Everyone knows this. So that's why I just took an index. But what's the other thing that should come in your mind? But Striver, I cannot just keep on putting them into some slot, because every slot, at maximum will just have two elements. Every slot will at maximum will have two elements. So I'll try to connect this with knapsack. Knapsack mein, there was a question which was like, there will be a bag of weight W, and we cannot exceed the bag weight. So can I say, instead of knapsack, can I have slot, like over here we have 3 slot positions. Initially everyone will be 0, and at maximum they allow is 2. So probably I can have a data structure. It's a similar to knapsack, but we have to just think in terms of some different data structure. Because in knapsack, it was a single weight, but over here there are multiple slots with weights of 2. Multiple slots with weights of 2. So you have to carry a data structure which represents 3 different slots. Probably it can be a vector, it can be an array, whatever you wish. Probably I'll try to create an array of 3 slots initially as 0. Make sense? Like similar to knapsack, but I just extended it to k slots. Similar to knapsack, but I extended that into k slots. Everyone's okay? So express everything in terms of index, and the second parameter is knapsack kind of thing, but in terms of 3 slots of k slots. What's the next thing? Explore all. Explore all possibilities. Explore all possibilities. So what are the possibilities? I go across every slot and I try to put it. Go across every slot and put if possible. And put if possible. Makes sense. What am I looking for? Maximum. To take the maximum. 3 rules. First rule, second rule, third rule. Clear? यहाँ तक clear है सबको? Chat में बताओ. By the way, let's take it to 1,000 likes. Come on, guys. Let's take it to 1,000 likes. So can you tell me in the chat if this is clear? Can you tell me in the chat if this is clear? Come on, in the chat if this is clear. अरे यार ये chat lag यार बग. तो दिन बाद. Clear to everyone? We have understood how to express it, right? So instead of writing the recurrence here, I'll just try to write it over there in the code only, ठीक है? Because मैं यहाँ पे recurrence लिखूँगा फिर code पे लिखूँगा, it's a wastage of time. Okay, so we've understood. Let's try to write the recurrence stuff. So I'm like private. Okay, I'm like private, and I have a function, and it's gonna return maximum and index, and I told a vector which will take. Again, make a reference. Let's call it as weight vector or slot weight vector. Okay, I forgot about everything else, but you need this, so yeah, you can definitely keep. Okay, so that's something we have done. Now, what are the possibilities? Explore all possibilities means try to put this number, this array of index into every slot from 1 to whatever the num slots is. Make sense? 1 to that num slots. So I'll be like, okay, fine. For int k equal to, it can go on from this, and k on can go to num slots k plus. Makes sense. Okay, so I need to put everywhere, right? So I'm like, okay, what if I put, like, I'm at the first guy. When can I put? Can I say if the weight still permits, like still is lesser than 2, I can put if it is not full yet. So if I'm putting, what will happen? Weight of k will go up. Similar to knapsack, where you say the bag weight increases or decreases. Similar to knapsack, the weight will grow up, and then you'll have some function call. And you need the maximum. And these are all states. So can I say maximum will be initially in domain? So can I say what will be the answer? You're trying to put array of index, which is nums of index, on some particular guy, slot k. So and of k, because that's what the question stated. This guy has been done, but you need to put the next guy. For the next guy, I'll be like, okay, let me just go across and call this next guy. So I just went across and called the next guy. And I passed slot weight, nums, num slots. Make sense? But when I come back, it's done because किसी को तोड़े हो तो जोड़ना पड़ेगा. Because this was altered. So you just need to make sure this is now reduced, because for the next time, you don't have anything because you're trying to put across everywhere, right? That's what you do. Can I say this is how it looks? Is this clear to everyone? Can I say this is how this question will look like? Does everyone understand this? So this is how the answer will be. Now for every state, you just need to maximize. So you just need to make sure maxi is equal to max of maxi comma answer. At the end of the day, you can just return the maxi. And you can say, once I've filled up all the states, once I've filled up all the states, which is nums.size, I can return a 0 because there will be no base cases. Right? I try to put at across every. Anyways, जिसको नहीं समझ में आ रहा, please follow the DP series. You don't know DP तो नहीं होगा. You need to know DP. So try, go and watch the DP series. Then you can come back and watch. So can I say this is what slot weight? Huh? Slot weight है. Slot weight है. It's slot weight. Okay. Perfect. Looks like a lot of people are saying US. That's perfect. Has everyone understood this? I tried to put it across every slot, a particular index. I tried to put it across every slot. And I'm putting it at the kth slot, then it will be and of this and plus the next guy is whatever they give. And I take the max of everyone, right? So can I say the answer that I'll return will be f of 0 index. Probably I can just declare a vector of for the slot. I can just declare a vector of num slots initially, like +1 initially as 0, and I can just pass the slot weight and nums. Why nums? अरे question man, question विकास question पढ़ो यार. Question में वही बोला है. Here's the question. If you're placing a number on a slot, you just do an AND with it. Okay, so can I say nums and I can just pass on the num slots? Now you can try to just have it expected 9, but if you just try to submit this will give you TL, because this is still not memoized. Tell me how many of you did understand till here. This is because if you place the array guy on a slot A, the answer is added by nums index and key. The answer is added by this. Got it? Got it, everyone? It is backtracking. DP सब कुछ बोल सकते हो correct. Again, if you haven't watched DP series, there's a link in the description for DP series. I can check out कर लेना, ठीक है? There's a link in the description for DP series. Please make sure you can check it out. Okay, perfect. Looks like everyone has understood this. A lot of people have. Perfect. So, how many, like, what are the states that are changing? Index and a slot weight. So, you need to make sure this slot weight is memoized. So can you tell me how can you memorize the slot weight? Any idea in which you can memorize the slot weight? You can in a certain way. Think and tell me how can you memorize, because there are a couple of parameters that are changed. One is the definite index, one is the slot weight, right? So we need to create some state where we will have this index, which is n, and we will have for this vector, like whatever this vector is, we need to make sure this is stored, the state. So can I say the next slot can be map of vector comma whatever the state gives me as the answer. That's the map of vector, comma, int. To like, how can you memorize vector? Think and tell me how can you memorize vector? There is bitmask is definitely a way. Bitmask is definitely a way. I will not say it's not a way. But can we have something better? That's my point. Can we have map as map of map data structure? Think of something as a map data structure. You can memorize this using a map data. And let's understand. You can also use a string to memorize. Again, very important. You can also use a string to memorize. But a crucial thing to understand. Do you need to memorize the index? Is my question. Do you need to memorize index? Is my question. Do you need to memorize index? Is my question. अगर आपने मेरा फेस ऑप्टिमाइजेशन देखा होगा तो इंडेक्स की जरूरत नहीं होती बट चलिए यहाँ पे आप अपने कर लेते हैं so please tell how overlapping sub problems you can draw the recursion tree will see overlapping sub we can map it with a string versus int yeah you can do that or you can map it with bit mask yes so how many slots were there that's very important बिट मास्किंग भी कैसे करोगे वो भी थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजिंग है अगर आपको बिट मास्क डीपी नहीं आता तो आप स्ट्रिंग से मैप कर सकते हो शायद शायद स्ट्रिंग से कर सकते हो बट I'm trying to think in terms of can I memorize this like because I wrote the recurrence but I'm trying to think can I memorize it I can memorize this with map index मतलब pair के साथ कर सकते हो like I can have it with something like this map of pair int comma vector hint is the pair comma int dp yeah let's go dp इसका बंद उसका बंद इसका बंद can I do this I think I can let's pass this dp I'm not sure if this will pass but basically I'm just giving it a hint heads up फेस ऑप्टिमाइज सॉल्यूशन शायद पास करेगा एंड डीपी ठीक है so this is done and right over here what I can do is dp of index comma slot weight equal to this again I am not sure if this is gonna pass so trying like I'm just trying to think if dp of and so dp of find of index comma slot weight is equal to dp dot end that means it's not equal to then it's fine the return of dp of index comma slot weight that should be fine I think in this way you can easily memorize should be fine yeah it is memorized now let's चल जा भाई boom understood everyone did everyone understand how did I memorize this dp solution using a map of pair into y because there were a couple of parameters that was changing one was index the other one was slot weight so try to change index and slot weight so you can easily got it us everyone us so just quickly us लिख दो quickly us लिख दो everyone so guys there's the link in the description so फटाफट एक चीज बस कर देना the link in the description ठीक है and it's for this there's a link in the description for code kaze ठीक है you just need to like it's absolutely a free contest you just need to go and register so make sure you register because after this contest they have like I think किसके साथ ये सारे हायरिंग पार्टनर्स के साथ इन्होंने किया है अगर स्टार्टअप्स वगैरह का अगर तुम्हें कहीं भी इंटरव्यू का अपॉर्चुनिटी चाहिए तो ट्राई कर सकते हो कॉल्स आते हैं तो बढ़िया बात है लाइक ये लोग कोर्सेज नहीं बेचने वाले फ़ोन करके आई हैड अ कॉल मेल्स वगैरह भले ही आ सकते हैं यू कैन पुट दैट इनटू स्पैम और समथिंग बट कॉल्स वगैरह नहीं आएंगे you can definitely go and participate in this contest it's absolutely free and if you are among the top 10,000 you will be like your resume will be sent across to all the 1,000. So make sure you check out this code कैसे. There's a link in the description. उससे register कर लेना, ठीक है? Perfect. US मतलब understood. Change map with unordered map. No, unordered map में pair declare नहीं होता. Unordered map में pairs declare नहीं होता. So you cannot have it unordered. Like a lot of people would be saying unordered कर दो, but you cannot. Unordered maps में pairs नहीं होता. Memorize it using bitmask. FM bitmask DB पढ़ाना पड़ेगा यार. Chill मारो. You cannot have unordered map. I have to teach you bitmasking, bitmask DB. Cool. This method TL in contest है, चल तो गया. This method तुम ये method किया ही नहीं होगा. Learn bitmasking, you will understand how to memorize a 3 array. So it's basically what you can do is if it's a 3 size array, you basically say, okay, I'll take this and another zeros. First couple of zeros for this guy, like if it is 1, I'll make this one. If it is 2, I'll make this one. So it's that is what bitmasking is. And after this, if you're making this one, then you'll make this one. If you're making this one, then this guy goes as 1. If you're making this 2, this guy goes as 1. So this is basically like 1 1 0 1 1 1. This is nothing but integer, 6-bit integer. You can convert this into integer and you can easily memorize this. You convert this into a 6-bit integer and you can memorize. Okay, so ऐसे होता है. Basically, you try to represent them in terms of bits, and because every bit is an integer, then you can easily memorize. DP like ये मैं bit masking DP में पढ़ाऊंगा. I'll teach DP with bit masking. I'll do this problem. Okay. I'll just keep this question 2172 ना. मैं अभी इसको चिपका देता हूँ. मैं भूलूँ नहीं. Dynamic programming playlist. भी मैं फटाफट से चिपका दूँ. कोड कासे पे रजिस्टर कर लेना, ठीक है? Let me just put this. I'll put this across. I'll do it DP with bitmask. Works fine, everyone. I'll do it DP with bit. Kick start. किसी और को बोला जो competitive करता है. Tomorrow I have an office. I can't get up so early. I have an office tomorrow, so I'll just go and take rest. And after this, I'll do my office in probably some. At night, I'll record the video, edit it, and upload it. So tomorrow's video will come. So just make sure, guys, if you're watching this stream, like it for the effort at least. And एक text place का link है, at least उसको click कर दो. उसको Chrome extension को install कर लो, free है. You can definitely use this as code snippets. मतलब code snippets रख सकते हो segment trees का. And कहीं चाहिए होगा तो आप backslash मार के फटाफट आ जाएगा. And बस यही था. बात बाकी तो कुछ ऐसा है नहीं. और कोड का से पे एनरोल कर लेना.